Welcome back, and it's still Daybreak Africa on your screen. Welcome back from Go Start. And then we just concluded one topic, and we're on to the second topic, which is family and relationships. We have modern family dynamics, relationships, and communication strategy. And we have with us a social commentator and in-house analyst, Bimbo Ogungbe, who has joined us this morning to discuss these topics with us. Thank you once again for staying with us. And now we're off to the next topic. We're talking about family and relationship, modern family dynamics, relationships, and communication strategy. Basically, we want to talk about how family works and how relationship works as well in line together. Would you like to give us a brief introduction of what you think a family looks like, or what a family is, and the kind of relationship that is expected to be seen in that family?
Thank you. I'm an African man and a Yoruba person. So the word family, in fairness, had some meaning that you don't get in some other clime. But naturally, everybody knows that a family is the setting where parents and children, where they live together. But there is a word you mentioned. You make use of modern family. When you use that word, I was thinking in my mind, saying, So family now have the modern one and they have the traditional one. Well, like I said, family is the setting where the parents and the children, they dwell together in a place. Yes, we have about 2 types, the one that is the nuclear, and we have the one that is the extended. And the extended family has to do with other members of the same family who were born related by birth, or by blood, or by marriage. Blood, birth, marriage. These are the 3 key things that makes people to be the same family. But there will be nuclear, which is the very small group, the parents and the children. And there is the extended one, which is a bit chronological, that has many large numbers of parents and children here and there, not living together in the same place, living in different locations. But because of the blood, or because of the birth, or because of marriage, they are all chronologically related. So that is the extended family. However, I suspect that word modern. So I will say, in my own terms and explanation, that a modern family, it's likely going to be that unit where anybody may be adopted, one, or somebody who, for one reason or the other, is a cohabitant. Or 3, by fellowship or brotherhood, happens to be staying together in the same place, in the same location. I will take that to be the modern family we are talking about. Because that seems to be a kind of a setting that are together, but they are not blood related, they are not related by birth, they are not related by marriage, but for one reason or the other, because they are in the same place, one can still agree that they are the modern family. And I think we should accept that. The reason is because I am here now as a Yoruba man, a Nigerian. You are not a Yoruba person, but a Nigerian. Believe me, you honestly, by the time both of us will meet in US, I will tell anybody who cares to listen that Angela Daku is my sister. And if they ask my name, I will say my name is Bimbo Ogungbe. And I will want them to accept that you are my sister. And by that statement, I am making both of us to be a family. So I think that is going to be the modern family we're talking about.
You could Well, another way we could look at it,
Right.
aside this aspect you just brought up, is the today's family.
Aha, okay.
The today's family.
In the modern
the
day.
modern day
Okay,
family.
because you don't put the day.
Okay, maybe because of that. But today's family,
All right.
you notice that the family we have today, the training, the relationship, the way everything is quite different from what
the
we have
family of this generation
in our ancient times.
Yes. All right. That's fine. That's true.
And I think to buttress what Angela had said earlier, I think your definition of family had been narrowed down to the structural outlook of what family should look like. But functionally, I think what family used to be in the days of our fathers, like in the days of old, is different from what it is right now. So we'd like you to dwell the more on the functionalities of the family.
All right.
Of the
Thank you.
modern day.
Thank you for that expository. Because sincerely, yours. Well, number one, since we now know what family is, and we are now looking at this present time, what is called a family this present time. The first thing is the foundation of a family, which happens to be the father and the mother. These are the two people that are the founder of the family. The strength, the moral, the success, all the necessary engineering capabilities to make that family what it's supposed to be rests on the shoulder of these two. So their ability to be that father and the mother and to work together as a parent, it's going to speak and tell a lot on their output, which is their children. So in this present time, the foundation is not in most cases what it's supposed to be. You see people, they meet anywhere, like I said, but they now judge the book by the cover. Rather than for them to do all the needful. What do I mean by the needful? For instance, if you want to go into a kind of a family life with somebody, you need to do your checks. You need to present yourself. You as a man, present yourself in and out. The other person as the female, let her also present herself in and out, so that the transparency will form a very solid foundation. Because while they are coming together, if they are not transparent enough, I use the word enough, it can cause problem in the future, especially if there are dark sides. And everybody have the dark sides, mind you. Everybody, every human being in this world have his or a dark side. You need to bring that dark side, that very dark side forward. And that is where the transparency even starts from. Before you reveal the good side of you, start with the dark side. Let that person know if he or she will be able to cope with that dark side. So if that person can cope with that dark side, the good side, the brilliant, the bright side will complement. You see, take for instance, if anybody is planning to start a family with a lady, but he has children somewhere, and he's not ready to expose that dark side, for whatever reason that caused it, he's not willing to let it known. He's not willing to make it known. The day that thing will come up, it will lead to serious problem, a very serious one. So, foundation of which transparency is a factor. Now from there, we now come to this very area that has to do with, now that they have started the family, the aspect of nurturing the children or raising the children. It has to be real time that they need to focus on, because these are the future of this present time. The children are the future of today. So if you are not prepared to give them that strong training that will prepare them for the future, then they will weaken. They will weaken in the future. They will become a weakler. They will be a sickler. They will not be able to go far. So it's very important. So in its real sense, the foundation of every family starts with the father and the mother, and what they are bringing to the table that they will use to take care of the family, the children. That is very, very significant in the area of any family. So that is the basic of the foundation of a family. Whether it's going to be father, mother, and their biological children, or father, mother, and children from relative, adopted, or cohabitat, or whatever, they need to make sure that they give them the needed, rightful training that will prepare them for the future. Now, going to the next area that you raised, relationship between the parent and the children. In this present time, that is a very big problem. Presently, you discovered in this very present time, a man who cannot put food on the table doesn't have enough guts to ask for a food. A man who cannot put money down will not have enough guts to ask for the kind of food he wants to eat, even though if the wife can afford to put the money down. It is because of the present time we are in. Women are looking for equality with men, which was never made to be so. Was never made like that. A woman is to help, to be an helpmeet for the man when things are low. But for one reason or the other, they are giving us this kind of saying that whatever a man can do, they said what?
A woman can do better.
And some ladies, they are believing it. But I would always like to ask any lady, will you pray that God should bless you so that you will be taking care of your husband? I always ask that any lady around me, I do ask them that question, that will you like to tell God that, oh Lord, bless me so that I will be taking care of my husband? Can any lady pray that prayer? The reason is because God never did it that way. Like at all. God never did it that way. So, but because of all this civilization, all this form of genetic kind of lifestyle we are copying from somewhere, which is completely alien to us as a people, alien to our culture, alien to our tradition, alien to our values, completely alien. And we feel that we should do like them. It will not take us anywhere. Go and check in the news. In so many countries, their marriages doesn't last more than 2 years. I'm saying it with every confidence in me. 24 months. No matter how rich they are. And these are things we are copying. We are not, God doesn't create us for such kind of a lifestyle. But just like you said, our present generation, they want to show that they are somebody. They want to show that they have shoulders they can raise up. They want to show that they are career women. And unfortunately, the men want to be unnecessarily unruly. They want to be unnecessarily autocratic. They want to, the men, unfortunately, for one reason or the other, quite some few number of men choose to become very, very irresponsible for whatever reason they want to be so. Oh, it's quite unfortunate. And by so doing, in the home, you now see that if a father is talking to a son or a daughter, the child will just be looking at the father as if he's watching a movie. When the man has said what he has said, the child will not do anything, will not say anything. What the father said they should do, they will not do it. And the father will not have enough courage to punish them or to query them or to make them to understand what they have done. All in the name that for one reason or the other, the man, the father, have not been able to do his duty. And because of that, because of this generation, because of what they are hearing, because of what they are seeing on the social media, because of what they are reading, they will now make that man to feel the heat. You just come here and give us instruction here. Do your responsibility, then we will do our own responsibility as your children. Yes, that is what is going on at the back of their mind. So there is no level of communication that can go on in such a home because the foundation is either not faulty, or because the man is not doing what he's supposed to do, or because the woman is rubbing shoulder, showing ego for one reason or the other. So in a saner clan, what is expected is, before anybody comes to that level of starting what is called a family, the person needs to know what it will cost him. Some people, when you ask them during perhaps counseling, they say, what have you brought? They say they will contribute 50%. It's a wrong analysis. You can't contribute 50% in what is your own organization. You are a member, you are a stakeholder in the family, and you want to contribute 50%. Where will you take the remaining 50% to? You take it to another person's company. You can see. But that is the ideology some people carry at the back of their mind. This family belongs to you. It's your own investment. You should give it everything you have, your 100%, nothing less. And the other woman should give, the other party, which is the woman or the lady, should also do what? Give the 100%. It is your investment. Unfortunately, they take their career as the investment. They take their education as their investment. They take their jewelries, their gold wristwatch, their so, their this and that. They take that as their investment. And all these things, they are the things that are really causing the problem in the family, which eventually will lead to breakdown of communication.
No, we're out of time, but in less than 1 minute. How do you think we could sort out the issue of communication in a modern family in order to have a better future? Because you earlier stated that the children of now are actually the future for us. So how do we, set a proper communication system or strategy that will enable our family last longer, even if it might not be as it used to be?
There is one thing that my wife normally tells me. She said that the children will always like to talk to her because they feel that my principles doesn't allow them to say frivolous things. If they want to say things that are serious, no problem. We are going to meet that. But if it is things that are frivolous, they will not dare at all. Like, I want to travel to Susu place to go and spend holiday. The money, all those things. Nobody will bring that to daddy.
Okay, they will not come to daddy.
But they will go to mommy.
Okay.
That is where they will take their sacrifice to. For their mommy to bring their sacrifice to high places. So, that is a kind of a communication that is not good. They should be able to speak freely. But unfortunately, Daddy has his head ramped up with so much things. So when you bring things that are below what is struggling with, he sees them as distraction. So this is the way out. Every father should allow easy access of communication. Frivolous, reasonable, tangible, joke, pranks, should allow them. I remember many years ago, my pastor warned me. He said, "You want to get married, Bimbo?" I said, "Yes, sir." He said that you are a person that doesn't allow nonsense, and marriage is full of nonsense. Can you imagine? That's somebody who has tasted it. And that is the truth. You have to. Now that one is getting, a kind of, you bring it down, and then they are now coming. Then you can imagine they can now tell me that this is Christmas, the chicken. So you need to allow free access.
Okay.
That is what can encourage communication. When there is no free access, like we have talked about the social media, you don't need to do anything serious before you can get on social media. Just have a data. As soon as you have data, you get to social media. And when you get to social media, you have access to communication. So that is how it should be too in the home. Let it be an easy access, which I believe that it will help.
All right. Well, once again, this is where we'll stop this particular conversation, but we'll be going for another Go Start. After Go Start, we'll be back for the third discussion, like I said. Do stay tuned. When we get back, we'll delve into the last discussion.